Happy New Year's, everyone. First video of 2026, and we are going to be doing Winter Llama opening. I mean, I love opening llamas, but it's also just like I need a bit more time with what I'm working on, but I still want to get a video out. All seriousness, we have, if I could stop clicking on random things, I have 9,154 tickets. So basically 9,000 tickets, 500 per llama. That was 18 llamas, I'm pretty sure. I did the math on that about 20 minutes ago. But before we do that, two free upgrade llamas, and they will probably contain nothing of value. I want to open these first, just to be able to say that I've opened them. And while yes, I did just say like these will have nothing of value, but the reality is the value with these kinds of like llamas, I would probably say regardless of your power level, doesn't necessarily have to lie in the random green stuff that's in it, but rather tickets and XP. Just these low rarity items alone are still worth XP and manuals. And it's good to see our second one is not very exhilarating either. So I can open 18 holiday llamas, and it's not like I haven't opened holiday llamas before. I have. I like opening llamas. I think there's something fun about it. So even though I can claim 18, but I can only do 10 at a time. So just for the sake of actually making this fun, let's do one at a time for now. And if the llamas don't have their like dialogue, that's just because I have dialogue off. Oh, legendary choice here. And Demolisher Jonesy or Sergeant Winter. I have two of each. Yeah, that's because that's own one and then have one in collection book. Okay, so it doesn't really matter because I have both these heroes and have them in collection book. Now, here's the thing. I will be allowing auto recycle to remove blue and green items and gray, but purple or gold, event or non-event from these llamas, I will be keeping just for the showcase of like everything afterwards. You can see just recycling the lower rarity stuff, like what I actually am gaining from llama openings. Great way to get a lot of some quick XP and some quick like manuals is just grinding out some tickets and then opening the llamas. Starting off strong with some green items as usual. XP. I haven't used one of those XP things in like forever. Ralphie's Revenge. I don't have an opinion of that actually. And once again, XP manuals. Uh um what happened? I looked away. Apparently okay then. That made so much sense. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen and let's just open the llama. So it was just loading infinitely, so I looked away. Blue items that will be auto recycled. Headshot Jess will be auto recycled. A blue Ralphie's Revenge. I will have to remember to mark that for not getting recycled. Warden Kyle, Alchemist Sarah. Once again, it doesn't matter. I have both these in legendary, so let's just pick Alchemist Sarah for the sake of doing something different. I do think Warden based Kyle might be the better hero in general, though. And we unmark the Ralphie's Revenge because it is an event weapon. Now, a big part of why I enjoy these is not only like, there's something fun and satisfying, but just opening a lot of llamas and seeing like, oh, what's the random stuff that you pull out of it, and like, are you gonna get anything cool or good? It's obviously so much more exciting, like when these llama sets were like containing all new items. But I mean, even still, there's something fun about opening them. And there's probably something even better about the manuals and XP that you get out of recycling the junk that comes from these. Now, I also kind of do these just as a way to see, like, or kind of as a way to see if there's anything in these llamas that might be more common than others for drops. But I mean, let's be fair, I don't actually pay attention to that. But, I like to see, like, if I open 18 llamas, how much of each thing did I get? And whatnot. I think that's just interesting to me. Maybe I'm just weird. We did get a legendary supersonic slasher, which, in my opinion, not the worst weapon if you use it correctly, but not great or amazing either, because even if you have it with crit explosions, which I have played with, it still falls short to the Argonax, like, pretty significantly. But of course, recycling all this low rarity stuff as usual. Are we down to, like, the last? No, because we have 6,000, so one more, and then I'll open, like, 5 at a time. And I open them separately just because I do like the animation of the cards, even though I do tend to, like, speed up a lot during the opening. It's just, like, to not it's just to not let things get, like, drag on for too long. We did get Fragment Flurry Jess, which is a great hero, by the way, especially if you're trying to do Outlander builds for fragment abilities like the Teddy and Shock Tower. And Fragment Flurry Jess is, if I recall correctly, part of, like, the main best, like, Teddy builds you can make. Now with 6,000 tickets remaining. Wait, one more actually. After that, I miscounted. Maybe I gotta actually start enabling, like, the dialogue from the llamas, so then it's at least interesting to hear them talk. But I don't play this game with dialogue enabled normally. We did get Sergeant Winter in Epic Rarity. Nothing special elsewise. No, wait. We have 5,700. No, we open one more, and then we have 5,000-ish when you round down. And then I'll just, like, open the last 5, like, as separate sets, or 10. We did get a pop shot, though, in blue, but still. I don't believe I saw that we got a Blizzard Blitzer earlier, so I will pick this one. I don't believe I need a schematic for one, but I'm not fully sure. And we did get a pop shot, even if in blue rarity, this is still a great weapon. And, even at a lower rarity, you can still upgrade the rarity, but chances are you can also just keep opening llamas and get a purple or gold one. And with our last 5,000 tickets, we can claim the last 10. I think I'm going to do 5 at a time. Or we could do 2 at a time, but that would just make things unnecessarily longer. Okay, first choice. Fragment Flurry Jess or Sergeant Winter. I've obtained both these heroes at least once already, so I will just choose Fragment Flurry Jess. Demolisher Jonesy or Fragment Flurry Jess. Well, I just chose Fragment Flurry Jess, so I will choose Demolisher Jonesy. We do not need to keep the Epic Defender. I will keep the Epic Survivor for now, but I will likely just go back and recycle them at the end of the video. We did get a Legendary Fragment Flurry Jess, another Legendary Supersonic Slasher, an Epic Lead Survivor. Actually, I do not care about leads, but, like, Epic leads. But I guess I will keep just because it is part of kind of what we got. A lower rarity Fragment Flurry Jess, a Epic rarity Demolisher Jonesy, and Alchemist Sarah also in Epic rarity. Did we get anything? Nothing blue from event items, as far as I can see, at least. And we got all this, like, XP and teammate XP boost. I haven't used those in, like, forever. And when you batch open them, you can see just how much more, like, manuals and XP you can get at a time. And with the last 2,500 tickets, let's claim our last 5. Where we get another Legendary Supersonic Slasher. Legendary Sergeant Winter. I do not need to keep the Defender. Another Epic Ready Ralphie's Revenge. And another Epic Rarity Alchemist Sarah and Sergeant Winter. So that was like 18 Winter Llamas. I only have 254 tickets left, so I can't open another one. But first, let's start with survivors because that's going to be the least interesting category because the Winter Llamas do not have any like special holiday survivors or anything. These are just normal survivors, and of course, there were 4 of them, and none of them were legendary. And I do not particularly really need them since I already have my squads kind of set up decently enough. We go over to heroes now. Got 3 legendary heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 epic rarity heroes. 925 training manuals and 23,250 hero XP from these low rarity heroes and that are mostly duplicates. Let's go into the schematics, where the only legendary items we got were 3 supersonic slashers, one of which is at least critical hits cause an explosion, so that's a good thing. Though, like I said, while it's not terrible, it does fall short to the Argon Axe and probably most of the other critical hit explosion weapons that you can get. We did get a Blizzard Blitzer. I do not know the core perk on any of these other items, by the way. I will start by recycling the blue items because I'm not going to use them. The purple and gold ones I will keep just because there is a chance I may want them. Because, you know, you may, like, I may already have a legendary copy of some of these items, but if the core perk, like, at this, like, bottom slot is better, then there's a chance that I might just level up the purple one instead and upgrade that to gold just because it has a better perk and save myself the waste of a Cobra perk. And I will be keeping all these supersonic slashers just in case I want to test this weapon with 3 different core perks. That probably won't happen. Please don't think I'm actually going to do that. It's just, you know, in case I ever want to. One thing I do wish though is they would bring back the other winter, like the original Winter Llamas, which if I could find the ones with the medieval weapons. I do wish these ones, like llamas with the medieval weapons, would come back because, I mean, it didn't include like these 4 at the bottom or the Jabberwocky, so it was really just like these and the Winter Heroes. I do wish these came back because I do want extra copies of some of these schematics because some of these are ones that I haven't really ever used, I don't think, except for like the Hemlock, and I think I've used the Stalwart Squire once, but it's been like a long time since then. Aside from that, you know, that's it.